It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Newell. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because you guys don't want to miss anything that we have coming up. Okay, guys, so we've all been watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta this current season, and it has been absolutely ridiculous. We all know that every single season of a Real Housewives franchise, whether it was Puppygate, Pantygate, Threesomegate, you always get some sort of gate. And this year for Atlanta, it's Strippergate. We don't know exactly what else there really was to focus on this season, except for, I guess, Cynthia's wedding, Kenya's divorce. You know, Porsha's doing a lot of great work out there on the front lines. I mean, there are other things to focus on, but what the Real Housewives of Atlanta pitched to us, the Bravo super fans, what we alluded to, the best part of this season being was Strippergate. Now, the fact that we've already seen Strippergate, we know what happens. Bolo, the now famous Bravo stripper, has made his way into the home in Carolina, and he didn't leave until 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so we know that he didn't hook up with Kenya Moore, and we're pretty sure he didn't hook up with Cynthia or Kandi Burruss. Apparently, he didn't hook up with Shamia Morton. Marlo Hampton said she went to bed. Tanya Sam is saying that she was in the same room as Porsha, but the noises that Kenya Moore heard at 5 o'clock in the morning were coming from down the same hall as Kandi and Porsha. Tanya said that she was in Porsha's room, and Kandi said that she was in bed, but Kandi said that she could hear things. Now, when they were talking at the dinner, Tanya did volunteer the information that, hey, I was there. I was in the room with Porsha. Tanya, why? Why are you giving yourself up and incriminating yourself like that? Well, the fans have their own theories, and I think one of them, the biggest one, would be the fact that she didn't want to leave her friend high and dry. She could tell that Kenya was kind of suggesting the fact that it would be Porsha, and Porsha could tell it too because Porsha was getting frustrated, but Tanya saw it and she wanted to throw herself in front of the sword and say, hey, I was there, and that's not what happened. For Kenya, she's not going to let up because, well, one, she is on a reality TV show. She gets a contract, and that contract pays her bills, puts money in the bank and food on the table, especially if her husband or her soon-to-be ex-husband is now allegedly asking for alimony. We'll get to that in a second. But Kenya Moore has that common sort of Lisa Rinna syndrome. Even though Kenya Moore was here before Lisa Rinna as far as Housewives, Kenya Moore acts the same way. She acts out. She puts out everybody's dirty little secrets and just climbs in and grabs whatever she knows is going to get you riled up and ruffle your feathers. That's what Kenya Moore does. But that's why we love her on the Housewives, and that's why they continue to pay her the big bucks. Kenya Moore wants to know who slept with the stripper, who slept with Bolo. For her asking this question so many different times, Porsha has had enough. She's like, at this point, I did it. Bolo, everybody. But she doesn't have anything nice to say to Kenya. At this point, she feels like as a group of women who went out, filmed, they did their job, and then they decided to have a little bit of playtime, there was a code there. There was a code not to share the information of what went down that night, almost like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas with anyone else. Now, at first, everyone thought, okay, this is kind of cutesy, which they really didn't, about Kenya holding Bolo court at the house while the rest of the women were on the boat. But after a while, when she kept poking and prodding and trying to really figure it out, stating that, yeah, for her, she wants to know because there was a strange man in the house while she had her daughter upstairs. Now we know that she's not playing. And if she's not playing, then it's no longer funny, which means she really wants to know and wants all of us to know. The millions of viewers that watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, she wants them to know who Bolo. And yes, I bleeped it out because I don't want to say that word on here. Now, Porsha, of course, has been getting frustrated with the fact that Kenya has been, again, poking and prodding, trying to allude to it being Porsha, who ended up sleeping with Bolo. And she just simply says, I am not bothered. Actually, she came out with the statement and it was pretty rough. It had a little bit of body shaming in it and a lot of clapback. She's not as shady as a palm tree like Kenya, but she is, I mean, this was pretty, well, you be the judge. Porsha said in the past, I've given her the power, I've given her the energy, and I've decided to engage. But now I know that there's nothing but negativity there. But hold on, wait, there's more. Porsha then went a little left when she said, I would not have such a smooth forehead and a double S if I were as miserable as Kenya. Ouch. And he keeps going. Porsha said that's why she has lumps and that's why her mouth is twisted. And ending it off with, you could drive the bus that they took to Carolina through the dents in her butt and in her face. This is so messy. Kenya, however, really kept her composure when responding to the statement by saying that, you know, anyone can pretty much attack looks. Anyone can come out and attack somebody's looks, and that's easy to do. Adding that she feels like all of the women on the show are beautiful and that they all have their own unique beauty. Kenya said, we all have flaws, and whatever they are, you just have to own it. She then ended with a little shady palm tree comment saying that she's not perfect, but the last time that she checked, she was the only one who is an actual beauty queen. Okay, well, technically that's fair. Now, moving forward, when Porsha made this statement, she also said that her relationship, her friendship with Kenya does not matter, which for Kenya apparently was hurtful. You know, I know for us as the viewers, we've only seen Kenya and Porsha go back and forth. They've been disgusting to each other. Porsha has literally ripped Kenya across the reunion floor. We've seen some really ugly sides to this relationship. I don't even want to call it a friendship. But Kenya is stating that when the cameras are off, they've really built this genuine, strong bond and a friendship that we haven't been able to witness. Now, if that's true, I would love to see this friendship. And apparently, Porsha is not going to let us see it if she's saying that it doesn't matter. But this is what Kenya has to say. Kenya said, I was a real friend to her, and for me, it's about what I do off camera. Forget about what you do on camera, but it's about what you do off camera that really shows that genuine side to you. She said that the Porsha that you see on TV is not actually who she is, and that's what she has a problem with. Finishing it off with, and I don't think that she's really capable of being a friend to anyone. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, it seems like it's just everybody attacking everybody in the Housewives world right now. Porsha's not letting Kenya off. Kenya's not letting Porsha off. And wow, what do you know? We have another season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Again, there's more. Kenya is not only going back and forth with Porsha this season, but she also has her storyline with Mr. Mark Daly, her soon-to-be ex-husband, and we just saw it on the last episode where she goes to meet up with a divorce attorney, and she's bragging, talking about how her and Mark are moving into this new territory. He wants to apologize. He feels bad, wants to be there for his family. Everything is rainbows and butterflies, and then bam! He's like, well, Kenya, I actually have something to share with you. Ends up pulling out this pamphlet, this piece of papers that show that Mark Daly not only filed for divorce in New York City, but also asked for alimony. Kenya Moore came forward and said that the alimony thing was just some sort of mishap. It was a screw up, and that wasn't actually true. Now, all of the fans, the Bravo super fans, are responding saying, wait a minute, how does a lawyer mistakenly file for alimony? Is it not true, or are you just wanting to not be embarrassed? Now, if she doesn't want to be embarrassed, I could totally see that. But at the same time, if she's saying it's not true, we haven't seen the actual documents. I guess at this point, we just have to take her word for it. But there was a statement that came out when it came to Mark and Kenya, and I just want to read it to you really quick. Kenya said, we are not together right now. We are still separated. She said, we have been going through mediation, court issues, and things like that. She said, and then sometimes they hit a brick wall where Mr. Daly will sort of react. And for her, she tries to kind of lay low, keep quiet, and see what the professionals think. She ended that off with saying, right now, nothing is happening with it, but she doesn't know what the future holds. Again, guys, for me, I always want to know what you guys are thinking. I mean, what is going through your mind when you're thinking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta? What are you most interested in? What do you like the most from this season? I want to point out another thing. I did an interview because this is Atlanta related, I did an interview with Fallon Gobadia. And when I did, she was an absolute sweetheart. She's loaded. She's a great mom. She's a great wife. She has a private jet. She has a big, beautiful mansion. She's stunning. Like, she really has it all. RJ Allen is kind of advocating in his own silent way for Fallon to get a peach, for her to be a peach holder. But I asked him, I said, if you want her to be a peach holder, say you have to get rid of one housewife, which housewife would it be? Would it be Cynthia? Would it be Candy? Would it be Drew? Would it be Porsha? I mean, who would it be? I want to know. I'm curious. I want to know what you guys think. I also want to know which storyline you're probably the most interested in this season, whether it's Cynthia's wedding, if it's the Kenya Porsha drama, if it's Strippergate. Just let me know. I read all of the comments and so does Jason, so you guys keep us so young. With that being said, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.